I'm sorry. I got a phone call. Um, I will defend him till the end because he is the best dad that I could have ever asked for my daughter. Like, I always, since I became a parent at a young age and I didn't have, his father wasn't involved, I always carried that on me, that I felt guilty, that, that, like, I blamed myself being young for making the wrong decision of, choosing who I chose, which I was a kid, like, but whatever. The point is, I felt that way, so that's why it took me a long time to actually even feel comfortable having another kid, because I felt I was like, in a way, like, I don't know, like, cheating on him, especially me having a family with somebody else. I felt some kind of way. And um, um, eventually, I know that's not on me. That's on that person. But my point is that I wanted another kid, and my biggest thing was that I also didn't want the same experience to happen with my son, with my son's father, with whoever I had a child with. So God really came through for me, because this man is really, like, I am not, like, I'm not in love with him. I don't desire him as a man. I just really love and respect him for the father that he is to my daughter. um we weren't together for much, and we were younger or whatever. Is not nothing that I ever want to be with him or nothing, but I just appreciate, because that's the biggest smack in the face for this piece of shit that I have as a father, that a person that you looked at that way turned out to be a better fucking man 20 million times than you have ever been. You know what I'm saying? He's a better father 20 million times, and he's going to be a better grandfather and a better everything that you ever will be. Um, so I understand what that's like, to, and even in myself, I have felt discriminated against, not to the level that a black person would. I get it. I totally get it. But, you know, you have to rise above that. And that's why, I try to be happy most of the time, and just be mindful and understand my, be my, live my present, and be happy and grateful for the people that I do have around me that encourage me. Not everybody, but those that, bring the best out of me. And my point is that I'm not trying to judge anybody. I know it's hard. I'm not saying that it's not, but you still rise above it. You do, and be the best. Like, I tell my daughter all the time, you're beautiful, you're gorgeous, because you don't think, she doesn't say it anymore because she's 13, but as younger, she would be like, oh, I want to look like you, I want to have my hair like you. And it's funny because I write, and I think I've told you guys this before, that I wrote a book, a children's book, inspired by her. Um, it's really cute. It's not done yet, but I'll tell you guys when it is. But that's another thing that, oh God, I'm sorry that I'm talking so much, but my so I used to always she used to always have an afro, um, and I used to, as a baby, always let her free. If you see pictures of her, she always had an afro, or like her hair was all over the place. It was hard. I wasn't used to, her type of hair. And I wasn't gonna be having her cry just because I wanted, have 10 things. Like, no, I let her be her. And yeah, from time to time I would do it. I'm not saying I didn't. You can see pictures of that too. But when I would take her to my mom's house, we're Dominican. The word pajon means like big hair, like a messy hair. That's what that means, messy hair. And she would always, you know, say that to me, like when I would bring my daughter, like, oh, mira que pajon, like look at the pajon, look at the pajon, where she fucking made my daughter self conscious about her hair. So, which I think is really fucked up because like you don't do that to a kid. You can't be fucking ignorant like that. Like, oh, I have the most ignorant fucking people, bro. Um, but my daughter is like self conscious about her hair, and only wears it a certain type, and like it's crazy. It's crazy. Um, you have to be able to be natural in your own skin. Like, look, I've told you guys, I even made a video about it, and even I made it with my daughter there to show her also, because I'm always telling her that she's beautiful. Oh, let's do this with your hair. Let's do this. Oh my God, you're so gorgeous. Look at you. And she is. I'm not just saying it. I look at her and I'm in love. She's beautiful. She's gorgeous, and I see my essence in her. She may not look like me like that if you look at you right away, but if you spend enough time, you see it. Especially we have the same eyebrows. I blessed her with my eyebrows. Um so all right. That was a lot, guys. That was a lot. I'm sorry.